everybody, and welcome to another ASMR video here on the channel. Now what I've got for you tonight is a relatively exciting video. Not quite as exciting as the video that should follow this one in a couple of months, but still should be fairly exciting nonetheless. But I am submitting my first ever submission to PSA. I'm sending the cards off tomorrow via the sub-centre in the UK, and I thought it would be a nice, almost like video beforehand, to basically show the cards that I am submitting. I believe I have, I have about 23 cards. Blimey, that glare of the light is not ideal. That I thought I would show you all. We talk a little bit about them and talk about the grade that I think they will get / hope they will get. So, 23 cards. We've got the Charizard VMAX. I think this was from the UBC collection from a while back, which was so funny because now they resell for like crazy amounts, but I just picked this up at Selfridges when it came out. So let's begin with, what should we begin with? Let's begin with our 5, is it 5? Yeah, 5 vintage cards that I'm sending off. Just tapping on the top loaders. Obviously, it's on my to-do list tonight to take the cards out of these top loaders and essentially clean them up, remove any dust, and put them in some nice new unopened card sleeves, and then some nice new unopened semi-rigids as well. Bear with, just gonna have a sip of tea. Okie dokie, good stuff. So, card number 1 we have is a base set Gyarados. A base set Gyarados. Now, this, I've basically got, I think I've got 4 base set I'm sending off. And you'll notice, not the best condition in the world. Not the best condition in the world. But let me just get it out of the top loader. In this submission I have 4 base set cards. I have, I think, 5 or 6 more of the base set hollows, but I'm just not sending them in this submission. Let me get closer to the camera. Is that gonna focus? Yeah, nice. Now, with these base set cards, we're not expecting 9s or 10s. I'm not even expecting 8s. There's a few of them. I can't remember if it's in this stack or in the next one I'll do, probably later next year. There's a few that could potentially get 7s, but really, this one included, I'm sending these ones off just for my personal collection. They're either from my cards as a child, or ones I picked up years and years and years ago. Like a few of these hollows I picked up for like a couple of quid on eBay, if that. But yeah, you can see like loads of whitening on top, and there's like a bent corner. This might get like a 2 or a 3. Having said that, centering is okay. The hollow is get my cards out and hold them, because I feel like with collectors, we have this tendency to pack something and then just chuck it in a sleeve and a top loader, and you never really like hold the card and appreciate the card. Anyway, maybe there's a little bit of discolouring on the back of this one, a little bit. I'm not sure. And there's a lot of damage, like a lot of surface damage. Like, I don't know if it's. Let me see if I can catch. Like with that, I don't know if you can kind of see. Yeah, the scratches there, especially on the right hand side. There's some scratches on the hollow. But overall, it's not in horrible condition. There's a few little bits and blemishes I think I can probably clean off slightly before submission, but if we get a 5 grade, but I imagine that with the powers that be at PSA, they will find even more things wrong with them, so probably looking at 2s or 3s, but in a way, the lower the number, the cooler it is, because like I say, a lot of these are from my collection as a kid. Got a Mewtwo, is my favourite of the base sets I'm submitting. Centering, pretty nice to be fair. Actually, not bad at all. Right heavy, obviously, top heavy, but for vintage, it's not horrible. And then actually, not as much whitening on the back of this one. Not as much whitening, so we could be looking at a big boy 6 here, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Right, next up, what we got here? We've got an Alakazam. Now, unfortunately, with this one, we've got some pretty major scratching in the top right of the hollow foil. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus on this. Hello? Come on. Please focus. There we go. Is that going to show? I don't really know if it shows. But anyway, trust me, by his right ear is there. But still, pretty nice. Centering's pretty good on this, so might get an okay score with that regard. But on the back, yeah, got some whitening in the corners, but actually the surface is actually not too bad. It's a shame that the scratching on hollow foil lets it down. But look, these are just going to be lovely collector's items for myself. Might find a way to kind of display them in the office, and eventually I'll send the others off. I haven't got any of the big 3, but I think I've got all of the others: Poliwrath, Ninetales, Hitmonchan, etc. And then finally, this is my favourite card that I'm submitting, and it might actually get a good grade, to be fair, but it's not going to be worth anything. I've got a Team Rocket Dark Charmeleon. Now, the reason this is my favourite submission is this is the first Pokemon card I ever had. Now, this isn't the one that I received, but basically when I was in about year 1 or year 2 at school, so when I was about 5 or 6, one of the cool kids he was 5 years older than me, he gave me a Dark Charmeleon for free, and ever since then I've never looked back. But as you can see, I bought this card on eBay and it's been on display on a little stand in my room, but I thought, you know what, it would look so much cooler in a PSA case. But if you actually look, the card is in pretty good nick. Like, there is some whitening on the corners, obviously, but surface on the back is really nice. I'm trying to see if there's any. There's maybe some marks up there. The main issue is top right. There's like a little mark. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, it's like an indent. But apart from that, centering is pretty nice. 7 in this, maybe even an 8, but who knows. Like I said earlier, under the microscopes of PSA, they'll probably find something horrifically wrong with it. Or some of these might be fake. Imagine. They might be, but whatever. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Right. Right, let's just work our way through the pile now. I'll take little piles and put them in. First up we have a Charizard. I believe this is Trainer Gallery. That's Lost Origin, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Lost Origin. But this card looks freaking perfect, I can't lie. The centering on this bad boy. The centering on that. I'm shaking because I had a coffee about 2 hours ago and now I'm having a tea, so the caffeine is hitting me. But honestly, like, I'm struggling to see too much wrong with that. Literally, I'll be disappointed if this doesn't get a 10. And if you look on the back, show me the whitening. You can't. So I think that is possibly, out of all the cards, my best chance at a 10. Which I'd be delighted with, because for some reason in a 10 the price of this has absolutely skyrocketed. That's the thing though, I'm not really 100% certain I'm gonna sell. There's one card which I might part ways with, as it pays for the submission. Oh, that's another thing. So ultimately, as we take a look at this Raikou V from Crown Zenith, ultimately I'm doing this submission for free because not long ago I'd always wanted to do a PSA submission, but not long ago I went in my family home's attic and cleared out a load of my stuff, because obviously I now live in my own house. This Raikou is super clean, good centering. On the back, no whitening whatsoever, pretty well centered again. Not bad. I packed most of these, to be fair. In fact, all the non-vintage cards you're gonna see, I packed. Which is really sick. But I cleared out the loft and found a load of my old football cards, and it turns out quite a lot of them were worth a fair bit of money, and I managed to sell them all for about £500, which is pretty much what this submission cost. I believe we should have 2 of the same here. Yeah. We've got 2 Magmortars. Again, I think from Crown Zenith. I opened quite a lot of Crown Zenith, to be fair, when it first came out, before it became impossible to get anything. But I number one, love this card. I do have the Electivire version, but I don't think it had as good a chance at a 9 or a 10. But that one's got a bit of whitening in the top right, if that's going to focus. Maybe not. There you go. But this one has an excellent chance. Centering is lovely, and the condition is just really nice. Really nice. I'd really hope that at least one of them would get a 10. It'd be lovely for the collection. Next we've got the Charizard V-Star from Brilliant Stars. Let's get this boy out. I hate uploaders with a burning passion. Hopefully I didn't beat the edges up too bad by just shaking it. Right, here we are. So, story about this card, I pulled it in a booster box. It's just a lovely, lovely card, really. I think it's pretty damn perfect, to be honest. Probably a 9 or a 10, maybe a little bit right heavy with the naked eye. Touch bottom heavy as well. Right, the last one on this mini stack is Jolteon VMAX. One of my big regrets was not getting all three of the, what was it? It was Vaporeon and Flareon boxes as well, because subsequently worth a lot of money, the promo cards, but I picked this one up because I'd say Jolteon is my favourite of the three. Really nice card. It's worth a fair bit in a 10, but I don't think this will get a 10. That's the thing, like, I would like a little bit of return on investment, but at the same time, I'm kind of doing this almost just for the experience of sending to PSA. And there's one card in particular I can sell to offset all of the value anyway. Right. Next. I won't get this boy out, but we've got a Wigglytuff from 151. I just thought it was pretty clean. Nice centering. Yeah. Not bad. Pretty standard stuff. Not a super valuable card, but they're not all super valuable. Okay. We're getting into Evolving Skies now. Yeah, I think this looks a little bit on the left heavy side. Decent top to bottom. On the back looks pretty nice, so might get a 9, could sneak a 10, but I doubt it. Realistically, we get 8s, we're probably breaking the slabs and keeping them raw in the collection, but it's what it is. But I back this. You'll see all the Evolving Skies balls that I've backed. Oh, here's another one. Got the Leafeon VMAX. Honestly, around the time Evolving Skies came out, my luck was generational. Absolutely generational. Pretty left heavy this one, but you never know, maybe I'll catch a PSA dude on a good day, but in a 9, still very valuable, still adds a little bit more value over the raw price, so wouldn't complain. Oh, I love this card so much. I would love this in a 10. I love this. It's not really the most valuable card in the world, but like, there's certain cards that I just want in a PSA 10, but I don't want to go out and buy the slab. I almost want to earn it. Do you know what I mean? It's nice though, not seeing much whitening, if any. That's the thing, because I packed all of these myself. Like literally all of them, all the modern ones. Very unlikely that they're in bad nick. This, I mean, 10 would be absolutely huge, but I'm more just, this is one of my favourite promos ever. I've got to say Mimikyu. I don't think I played the games that had Mimikyu in, but he is one of my favourite Pokemon. He's in my top 10. It doesn't make the top 5 cut, but he's just so cute and his story is heartbreaking. But this alternate art promo, I think it was Paldean Fates, maybe EDB, is just so nice, and I thought for a, promo card, condition, centering, etc., it's very hit and miss regardless, but promos especially, I find the quality control often isn't quite as good. But we got the Mimikyu there, and then another promo, Charizard EX. I would love a one kind of Charizard pack in a 10. Like this one or the Brilliant Stars one would be really nice for the collection. But that's just a promo. And how many we got left to show off? Including the big boy. God, 1, 2, 3, 4. worth sending in. So that's one. That's staying in a top loader. We've got a Galarian Articuno promo. I just love this artwork. I just love it. I think it is the best of the three that came in the Crown Zenith tins, but it just looks so nice. And again, usually, in my experience, cards that come in tins come a little bit battered and bruised, but not this one. This looks lovely. And then our penultimate card is an Umbreon VMAX. An Umbreon VMAX. Very clean, a little bit right heavy. Now I'm looking at it. Maybe a touch bottom heavy, but not really. And on the back, pretty nice left heavy, a little bit. And then the grand finale, which I packed, is the Moonbreon. The Moonbreon. Now, I would love it if this got a 10. Now, this is I'm gonna get this one out. Gotta be careful because this is the most expensive card I own. But yeah, there it is. Beautiful, beautiful card. I would love this to get a 10. In a PSA 10 it's about £3,000, but if you look on the back, no whitening, no service wear, because it was literally in a 3-pack blister. But it is ever so slightly left heavy. Is it within 55-45? I don't think so. I think it's probably 60-40, which might give it a 9. In a 9 it's still good, but I really don't know. I really do not know, but we're going to send it off all the same. If it's an 8, we crack it. If it's a 10, I'll probably sell it because I don't really have any interest in the whole, or it might go up over time. Like £3,000 is a lot of money. There's a lot you can do with that, like in real life. I pays for like a mega holiday or something, do you know what I mean? I'd probably invest some of it back into Pokemon cards, help me complete my Pokedex, but yes, my friends, that is it. Those are the cards we are submitting. So, obviously there will be a follow-up video, probably in, I think the turnaround says 65 days, but that doesn't include the turnarounds here, so 2 to 3 months really we're looking at. But that should be a really fun one. I'll be honest, that video is probably not going to be a live reaction. I'll slowly reveal the grades to you, but I kind of want to get my friend around the same one I opened the Brilliant Stars booster box with, and reveal them with him with a few beers, and almost make like a night, like a spectacle of it. And if that Umbreon comes back in a 10, there will be nothing remotely ASMR about my reaction. But it should be a fun time nonetheless. But anyways, my friends, that is going to do it for tonight's video. I really hope you did enjoy.